Hey guys, Captain Dylan Hubbard here at Hubbard's Marina. You are not gonna believe this crazy catch from our 39-hour fishing trip. Captain Garrett and the guys just got back in. They have a crazy mountain of fish back here. Some massive red snapper, gag grouper, big scamps, and just a literal mountain of red snapper. Check this thing out, guys. Absolutely insane. They're still working on trying to get rid of the fish out of this fish box. Massive gag groupers. The Flying Hub 2 just got back in yesterday. Captain Joe on the Flying Hub 2 brought home nearly 50 keeper grouper with a boat limit of red snapper. This 39-hour trip with Captain Garrett and the boys just came in with a boat limit of red snapper with massive amounts of big gag grouper, scamp grouper, yellowtail snapper, mangrove snapper. Just an incredible bite on the bottom on this recent 39-hour fishing trip. And we didn't really have any live bait. Believe it or not, this is majority 99% all dead bait. The dead bait bite for these red snappers going well, and it looks like you guys were busy, huh, Wilbo?
Yeah, this is a busy trip. We started off fishing deep.
Yeah.
And caught big mangroves, big vermilions, yellowtails, a bunch of trash we threw back, and that poised us to get out and do some great deep water fishing as soon as the sun came up.
And the deep water bite looks like it's going very, very well.
Yeah, almost all the big red snappers or almost all the red snappers are big when you get out to a certain depth.
Yeah, it looks like the average size is very large for these red snapper, huh? 12 pounds. It's definitely pretty crazy, and a lot of big gags. What about the pelagic action? Did you guys see any pelagics at?
We caught a tuna. We saw a sailfish free jumping.
Oh, nice.
But we didn't run that far between spots. We didn't do the normal Captain Garrett runs this day. We were on the meat.
Yeah.
And kept that.
Yeah.
On them.
Definitely an incredible catch. And the Flying Hub 2's been doing the same. 12-hour extreme trips, the long-range private charters has been absolutely slaying these fish. Captain Joe is running a ton of these 12-hour extreme trips through our red snapper season. Any of the public open boat trips Captain Joe is running Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. Hey guys, Captain Dylan Hubbard here at Hubbard's Marina, watching Captain Joe and the boys offload some massive 12-hour extreme catch. We've got a limit of red snapper and some nice big old gag groupers. I mean, a big, huge catch. Full cooler. Joe's going too fast over here. He's filling a cooler. Nice red groupers. Look at that red snapper. Nice. Big old gags. How many gags did you end up catching, Cap?
Right around
10 gags.
Yeah, some mangoes too. The mangoes are biting too.
Big mangroves. Multiple fish boxes filled.
Yeah. Here's another one.
Oh, that must be the big gag. Get together, guys. I'm going away with the camera because I'm watching them.
The gags are on fire, dude.
Some big gags. Look at that one, man. That's a big one. That's going to cover up the whole barrel.
Yeah, they got red ones too.
Holy moly. Big old red groupers.
Show Jeannie that red grouper.
That's crazy. Big old pig red snapper too.
There's another one out here.
They just keep coming. You forgot how many big ones you got, huh?
Yeah, man.
Oh, count. I even took my shoes off.
Had to use your toes to count too?
Yeah, you know, time to get tough.
You got cooler full of red snapper, red grouper, gags. Captain Joe put a hurting on them on the Flying Hub too. Nice red groupers. Gonna be difficult carrying all these fish off.
Yeah, we're gonna need more barrels.
One barrel isn't enough. Two isn't enough. I'm halfway counting here, boys. I've been up way too long.
The red grouper
Come on, Damon.
we got weren't huge, but
Wow.
A bunch of them.
Bunch of red grouper.
We got some pretty big red snappers. We threw dozens and dozens of big red snappers back later in the day.
Yeah, once you filled your limit.
Yeah, we had our limit at like 10 o'clock.
10 a.m.?
Yeah, man. And,
Dang.
that's a good one.
That's a big one. He's curvy.
Yeah.
He was in that fish box, heavy.
I bet we probably threw 10 or 12 back.
What's up, Damon?
Say hey, Dad. Say go to Hubbard's Marina.
Look at that chunky job.
Where's your favorite place to fish, buddy?
Say Hubbard's Marina. Say
There's enough mangrove.
There you go.
Yeah, dude.
That's a big old mangrove.
Yeah,
Some big mangroves. There's more fish in there.
oh, this is half the box.
We're gonna need another barrel. You're right, Joe. What's up, Chris?
Chris got a big gag out there.
We saw that big guy. That was a big one. Some nice red snappers.
You want to touch a fish?
Keep going.
You want to touch one, dude?
You want to touch that thing?
Touch him. Don't touch
Touch
the
him.
box. There you go. That's a red snapper right there. That's good eating fish.
He's like, I want one.
There he is. He's ready to get picked up.
Yeah.
Nice. Some more red groupers.
Yeah, they keep coming. This box is full of surprises.
More snapper. That's a big one on top.
Yeah.
Yeah, it goes her down there in the box.
Holy moly.
There's a big one.
That's a fatty.
Yeah,
Hold that one up, Joe.
he has not missed a meal.
There's me.
That's sow.
That's it.
That's it. That's all she
The
wrote.
first fish on the boat today.
First fish. Well, when you don't know what you're going to catch, you got to keep them, right? Nice trip, Captain Joe.
Thanks, man. It was awesome. Fishing's killer.
And Captain Joe and Captain Rich are basically tag teaming the Flying Hub 2 through red snapper season. And they've been seeing a bunch of these big gag groupers, some really nice red snapper, and pretty much consistently catching a boat limit of red snapper with some big gag grouper mixed in and the occasional big red grouper as well. I think the most notable trip so far is coming up here. Captain Joe was running the boat and they caught a 42.5 pound keeper gag grouper. Boat limit of red snapper and over 30 keeper grouper, including that 42.5 pound gag. Pretty crazy to say the least, the amount of big fish that they've been seeing on the Flying Hub 2. Look at that rusty. Dark rusty belly gag grouper. Now a rusty belly gag grouper, Josh, if you could kind of highlight the bottom of the fish there, zooming in for us as well. That is a rusty belly gag, and the reason they call it a rusty belly is almost that oil looking kind of, I guess you would say, stain on the bottom of the belly, and that is a rusty belly gag, and that's where it gets the nickname, is that black mark on the belly. You got a little over ambitious with the drawing, Josh. I like it. I like the effort, though. The offense is attacking. But we've definitely been seeing some nice fish. And what I was saying about these rusty bellies is they get that term because of that dark coloration pattern on the bottom of their bellies. Gag grouper will actually start their lives as female, and then at a certain point will have the ability to change over to male if they need to. For example, there's a certain amount of females and only a small number of male gags, and or excuse me, they start their lives as male, they change to female, and then if they need to, they can change back to male or stay a male depending on the ratio of breeding stock. So those big gags, the big truly aggressive kind of apex gags are those big males, and the big males stay in an area, and that's their place. They're king of the crop, and they get that rusty belly coloration pattern from kind of hanging in one area. Whereas those females, they move around. The females are the fish that we get inside Tampa Bay. They move around and migrate every year, and they'll go inshore to get real fattened up and healthy for their long swim to their mating areas before they spawn, and then they'll move back, and they move around quite a bit, where the males stay put and don't move around too much. And these rusty belly gags, I was talking to a spear fisherman. There's that 42.5 pound gag. I was talking to a spear fisherman prior to one of those spear fishing tournaments, and they will actually pre-fish a spear fishing tournament by swimming down to certain rocks and ledges, and they'll find one of these big rusty bellies, and they're actually very well known for staying in an area for months at a time. So you could pre-fish for a spearfishing tournament by swimming around and finding one of those big rusties, and you know he's going to be in that general vicinity.
Time to go deep and go far. That's where the bite's going really well right now on big red snapper, big gags, some nice scamps. We're catching some nice red grouper too. So it's going really well out here, guys. So you don't want to miss your opportunity to get out here and take advantage of this great red snapper bite in deeper water. When we say deeper water, we mean beyond 160 foot of water, anywhere from about 160 to about 250 is really where we're fishing, targeting this time of year for those big red snappers. If you're too busy to go fishing, you're just too darn busy. Have a good day, y'all.